Here we go, here we go. 180.
52 right here.
65, 65, 65.
Shift, watch the shift.
Check 16.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The Steelers picking up
right there. He caught that.
First down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Oh,
that's
man.
One they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. So back at the midfield stripe now. They'll come up 2nd and long.
Let's get that ball right here. Mark 55! Mark 55!
Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Do that again.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get.
Hey, wahoo! Go!
Mike 54. No chance.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Watch out. Check, Mike. Five. 54.
Watch the run.
Rock it. Check 52. Look at me. Zipper.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
I didn't know that.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, me and you all day.
2nd and 10.
Coming after you. Yeah.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
forcing me out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, they just bailed. They just cheated me, bro. I caught that,
Scared to
bro.
let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they...
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Hey. Defense.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Hey, G. Hey, bro. I fucking lagged out, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. I knew I was gonna lag out, bro. This nigga is trash, bro. 21 when I lagged out. Oh yes, I was up 21-0 and it was second with 6 minutes left. Oh, it's fucking wild. I swear I'm not gonna go back with this Wi-Fi, bro. Like, fuck that, bro. Like.
It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got it take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come and handles never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I get back up.
Jesus.
I get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big, run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Bro, like,
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop.
got me lagging out, man.
I'm keeping the game in the head.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, man, this game, bro.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
He just sit in cover, too. Like.
Ready? 10-2 saw. Check right 54. Right 54.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Go.
Staying open.
Right there. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
They'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Guys, game situation. Let's go. 25, check 25. Recon, 132 fighter. Back. Hey, Charlie. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Bam, go. Check now. Check.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Leo. Hey, high 7.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I'll take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And caught by Henry. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
50. Blue 30. You ain't going nowhere. 50. Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm here all day.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. A throw over the middle taken in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Hey, lock it. Come.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Hey, Alpha.
Man, I got you. Shim. Hatchet.
Look, squeeze. Smooth.
I should have.
2nd and 13. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it in for a Bengals touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another.
Oh, you got to block him, bro.
Over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48.
48-yard attempt.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. No, but well, let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's Roethlisberger. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
First down, Cincinnati.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his running back, Mixon. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Hey, exit. Shoot.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Better bring it. Quarter. Letting you know right now, you better bring it. Slam.
Again, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, Knickers, 66. Rush in.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Ready.
Mike 55.
Hey, wahoo!
Defense wins championships, baby.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Don't really call it.
Yeah.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You don't want no problem from me.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Going deep downfield for... It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Not even that fast,
in for the score. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
You really can't keep up with him.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Sit on him again.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check 43.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Check 45 to Mike. Oh, here we go.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
80. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Mike, 36. Mike. Jack, 16. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
36 to Mike. Hey, we heavy. Bravo. Heavy on the edges.
Now Ben on third and long. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Yep. Wide. Get wide. Hey, watch it. Mike, 55. Right there. Hey, Delta. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Deep river.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to loft one, deep left, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush.
Literally the worst animation
QB
ever,
gets his first touchdown pass. That's
literally a bullshit animation.
His first career interception. That's going to be one he wants to forget.
Oh,
yeah,
bullshit
he's not going to go after
animation,
football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
8. Mike, 36.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Sean Williams. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
44. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
36. Hey, Charlie.
Ben to throw again. He finds his man. It's Austin. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
That's another Steelers.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player?
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
How much of it is the glove?
Those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
230. 77.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
50, 10, 6, pull it high. Check 37, check the... Look, squeeze. Go. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, Bengals.
60 outlaw. Come on.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now, Bengals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
That's simple. You don't call a timeout, I'm going to go for it. Bum. That's simple. We're calling timeouts when the game over with, bro. I'm going to go for it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah.
Play my son. Talking to them all day.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Yo!
No little over here.
Quarter!
Now Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Hey! Get it!
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cincinnati, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. And I was told I better kill them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat and watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top